From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Friday morning. Today is going to be a toasty day out there. We'll be around 95 degrees for lower elevations. The same thing for Saturday. And then we'll be a little bit closer to 100 degrees for Sunday, Labor Day, and then Tuesday through Thursday after that. And a lot of hazy sunshine is going to be in the forecast for the foreseeable future. Right now, you're taking a live look at Kennewick. This view coming courtesy of the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app, which you can download for free in the App Store or on Google Play. We're in the 50s and 60s across the map for this morning, from the mountains to the valleys to the basin, all points in between. Here's your fair forecast for today, the Walla Walla Fair and Frontier Days. We're going to end up in the mid-90s for the hottest part of the day. So the day planner forecast for all lower elevations, 70s and 80s around lunchtime, and then most of us ending up either in the 80s or 90s. And again, as we head into this weekend, going to trend a little bit hotter. I'll have a lot more to say about the heat coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, a crash in East Kennewick led to an arrest after the vehicle was sent through a wooden fence. We have all the details coming up.
And a fiery scene on Interstate 182 slows traffic for miles, what investigators say sparked the chaos.
And the hops industry is a cornerstone of the Yakima Valley's economy, but growers say the future depends on water, workforce, and federal policy. Coming up, we take you inside a rare conversation with industry leaders and Congressman Dan Newhouse. We have those headlines and more coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now, Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jade Elliott. We've made it to the end of the week, headed into Labor Day weekend, of course, but we start this morning with a fire watch. This one out of Yakima County. It's a lightning-sparked fire. It's the Martin Fire, and it's still burning this morning. Crews working under a full suppression response right now. Take a look.
So the fire started after a dry storm rolled through with hundreds of strikes, sparking that blaze. Multiple fire crews are on the ground and in the air trying to gain control and also stop progression.
Yeah, so we want to get a look at those conditions helping fuel this fire this morning. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth tracking evacuations and progression. Josh, what can you tell us about this fire so far?
Yeah, this fire is burning in heavy timber. It's 50 acres. It's burning to the west of Bumping Lake. So this is Yakima County right here. This is Kittitas County. You're right in the thick of the Cascades at this point. So we take a closer look. And again, this is Bumping Lake and Reservoir burning about a mile and a half to the west of there. Thankfully, no evacuations in place with this one. And then I did want to talk about another fire that we have burning on the map. This one is burning in Umatilla County, and this would be the Hatch Grade and Juniper Canyon fire. Initially, when this fire popped up, it was reported to be in southern Walla Walla County, but since that icon has been moved since then to Umatilla County. So again, this would be the area of Hatch Grade Road and Braden Ranch Road in Umatilla County. This is kind of in between Touchy and Holdman. If you're familiar with those areas, it's 1,500 acres. Don't have any word on containment, but if we have any information to pass along with either of these fires, be sure to let you know a little bit later in the show.
Thank you, Josh. Now to a crime alert that came overnight.
Yeah, Benton County Sheriff's deputies responding to a single vehicle crash. This one happening near 27th and Oak Street in East Kennewick late last night. Take a look at images coming into the newsroom from the Benton County Sheriff's Office. Officials telling us that the driver of that car left the roadway and ran into a fence, damaging about 25 feet of that wooden fence. Thankfully, no one was injured, but the investigation did determine that the driver was under the influence of alcohol.
The driver was arrested for driving under the influence. And looking to Pasco now, a burning truck brought traffic to a standstill on Interstate 182 yesterday afternoon. Dispatchers say crews were called just after 3:30. This was near the interchange with highways 395 and 397. Firefighters arrived to find a pickup engulfed in flames on the westbound shoulder. They managed to put out the fire, but one person was taken away in an ambulance. Traffic backed up for miles down to a single lane past Pasco Colotis Road. Pasco Fire and Police, along with Washington State Patrol, are investigating what led to the blaze.
504 and continuing our coverage out of Sunnyside this morning. Circumstances on a temporary restraining order on a city council member have now taken a turn as it's been wrapped up. Teresa Hancock, a council member for the city of Sunnyside, was placed on a temporary restraining order by the city's HR manager, Irving Brown Sr. That was placed back in May. Hancock telling Apple Valley News Now that she was in court just this Wednesday regarding the situation, and the judge ruled the temporary restraining order was not necessary anymore. Hancock says having this order lifted is a relief.
So I can get back to playing my part as a city council member and back to the city business and getting on with it. And, you know, it really stopped me from asking questions, because every time I asked a question, my motives were questioned, and my motives were just to do the best job I could for the city of Sunnyside.
Hancock states that the city clerk, Jacqueline Renteria, testified in court, and Hancock also adds that she had support in the courtroom from Councilmember Vicki Ripley and Deputy Mayor Jorge Galvin. Well, Washington is the leading producer of hops in the U.S., and the industry is a huge part of the Yakima Valley economy.
Congressman Dan Newhouse, along with key leaders in the hops industry, sat down for a roundtable discussion. And Apple Valley News Now's William Albert was there and shows us what they talked about and what it means for the future of the industry.
Key leaders from the beer industry, along with Congressman Dan Newhouse, the only hops grower in Congress, sat down at Yakima's Cowich Canyon Kitchen and Ice Bar. The discussion focused on economic impact of the hops industry, the challenges growers are facing, and federal policies that could affect the future of hops farming. Ryan Hopkins, CEO of Yakima Chief Hops, says a provision to the R&D tax credit in a recent federal bill will help growers.
Hop farmers have a unique challenge in that they only have 30 days to run their hop farm. Harvest takes 30 days to 40 days, and that's all the data they're going to get. So that's pretty unique to a business, farming entity. Most other R&D innovation centers can run 12 hours a day for 360 days a year, whereas a hop farm, you can only get the information for innovations during a very narrow window.
One of the big points that was touched upon by Congressman Newhouse was the need for a strong workforce during the growing season.
Newhouse, who has been pushing the Farm Workforce Modernization Act, a bill that would reform the H-2A visa program and establish a stronger legal immigrant workforce for agricultural producers. He says illegal immigration is no longer the crisis it once was on the southern border, and there should be less resistance to passing the bill.
Very difficult to get many of my colleagues to sign on to legislation, let alone vote yes on something that would allow even more people into the country. Well, guess what? I think you could say that the crisis at the border is done.
But growers face other issues too, including drought conditions and water availability. Louis Gibble, CEO of Hopsteiner, says farmers are working hard to prepare for an upcoming water shutoff this September.
Managing water with technology through the growing season is really important, knowing that that's coming. We did have a shutoff in June 2 years in a row, which we managed through very well. We hold water in holding ponds to make sure we have water during the shutoffs.
Still, despite those challenges, the industry remains strong. Hopkins says there's an annual brew school that continues to bring people from around the world to the Yakima Valley.
We have 180 brewers coming from China, coming from Thailand, coming from Argentina, coming from Idaho, all over the U.S. To learn about brewing techniques.
The hops industry remains one of the Valley's biggest economic engines, and leaders say it will continue to play a crucial role in the state's future. In Yakima, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
And the hops industry supports more than 50,000 jobs in the area.
It also contributes over $12 billion to Washington's economy.
A lot going on.
Yep.
All right, still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. From jam-packed security lines to jammed highways, Labor Day weekend travel is here. Coming up, our Dan Hansen will tell us how troopers and airport officials are preparing and what you need to know before you hit the road or the sky.
But first, our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert weather forecast. Keep it here. Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back.
Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Smart Law will be hosting a Hanford Workers' Compensation educational dinner at their Kennewick office Thursday, September 18th at 6 p.m. To register, call 509-735-5555. Dinner provided. Smart Law, smart choice.
We call it the Fiery Foods Festival because the sizzling, sweet and spicy, fiery foods, live music, local vendor, fresh produce, Kid Zone, hot pepper eating, Pasco Wingstop Cluckin' Hot Wing Challenge, and Food Trucks Festival takes too long to say. Come feel the heat and savor the spice of life at the Fiery Foods Festival in the heart of downtown Pasco. It's free to attend, open to the public, and fun for the whole family. September 13th at Peanuts Park, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
The new stone-baked pizza mode from Frigidaire. For restaurant quality, it's dough to done in 2 minutes. Dare to expect more from your oven. Frigidaire.
Tired of struggling with impossible messes in your tub and shower? Some cleaning sprays can be ineffective. Switch to Mr. Clean Foaming Bath Magic Eraser. Simply add water to effortlessly cut through 100% of soap, scum, and grime. And use Mr. Clean Extra Durable throughout your home, in the kitchen for burnt-on food, and on walls to remove scuffs and marks. It even erases 3 times more permanent marker per swipe. Switch to Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Brand power helping you buy better.
At Bravo RV, we're gearing up for a huge event you will not want to miss out on.
The Forest River National Sales Event is on now. For a limited time, you can save big across our entire lineup of Forest River products. There's still time to get out, go camping, and make unforgettable memories. With Forest River, you'll find the perfect RV built for your journey and perfected for your stay. Don't wait. These amazing deals won't last long. Broadmoor RV, we make camping fun.
I'm Morgan. I have 3 kids. I have an IQ of 160. This is where he attacked her, and I work with the cops.
You're waiting on me to leave so you can poke around without a warrant, aren't you?
Yeah.
Wendy Redmond, Austin Reed, Stacy Lee weather. Apple Valley News Now on your side. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is feeling pretty comfy, cozy out there for this morning as we'll go ahead and start off in Kittitas County. We are in the 50s, around 60 up towards the pass, 55 in Ellensburg, 66 in Vantage. Then in the Yakima Valley, low to mid 60s, 62 in Yakima, 66 in Union Gap. And then in the lower Columbia Basin, also low to mid 60s, 61 in the Tri-Cities, 65 up towards the Hanford site. And then for the foothills, we even have some upper 60s, 68 in Walla Walla, quite comfortable there. And then 50s and 60s for the highest terrain of the Blue Mountains. Okay, here is your coat cast for today for the Tri-Cities. We'll see light jacket stuff for this morning, and then as soon as 10 a.m., it's going to be t-shirt weather. We'll hold on to that throughout the rest of the day. High temperature is going to end up in the mid-90s when it's all said and done. So for today, for all lower elevation spots, at least going to end up in the low to mid 90s and a lot of hazy sunshine out there for today. So let's go ahead and track some of the haze and smoke with Futurecast upper level wildfire smoke. And a lot of this is coming from the immigrant fire that is burning down in Lane and Douglas counties, Oregon. And so with the upper level flow kind of coming out of the south and west, you see that smoke plume is going to become more and more widespread as we head into this afternoon, evening, and especially overnight. We'll see what this ends up doing to air quality, but looks like this will be a big feature in our skies as we head into Saturday and possibly even further into Labor Day weekend. Speaking of Labor Day weekend, I'll have another look at that holiday forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 5:14. And speaking of Labor Day weekend, we'll of course get to that forecast, but we also have to talk about travel.
Oh, yeah.
It's always a big one, and it is expected to be packed both on the roadways and at the airport.
Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen says officials are warning people to be prepared for crowds and to put safety first.
From busy security lines to bumper traffic, Labor Day weekend is one of the busiest travel times of the year. Here in the Tri-Cities, the Washington State Patrol is preparing for a surge, where the Tri-Cities Airport Director Buck Taft says they expect this Labor Day weekend to be no different than any other day.
Our planes are pretty much full almost every flight, so we can't pack more people into the terminal or more people on the aircraft. We're busy almost every day.
Taft says the airport isn't expecting huge amounts of people this weekend, but as always, says travelers should arrive for their flights 90 minutes early.
It's very important to just get here. Sometimes equipment goes down, computers go down. Being here early and helps you get through the process quicker.
On the roads, Washington State Patrol is stepping up patrols. Troopers say Labor Day can be one of the deadliest weekends of the year because of speed, distraction, and impaired driving.
Last year in 2024, we arrested 10 DUI drivers in the Tri-Cities. Anytime you get more traffic in the same general area, you're going to have people that may be involved in a collision. Last year, we ended up investigating 11 collisions, and we actually cited over 140 speeders during that 3-day period.
Trooper Mosqueda says WSP will also be monitoring seatbelt use, especially for children, and reminding drivers to stay patient during congestion.
In our area, the Tri-Cities, typically State Route 395 near milepost 18, which is the Blue Bridge, gets pretty busy. So we ask commuters to please pack your patience. If you normally work during those days, you may want to take off a little bit earlier. We are going to have more people traveling through the area as they get to their destination.
From potentially crowded terminals to congested highways, officials say the message is the same. Plan ahead, stay alert, and make safety the top priority this holiday weekend. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
And travel officials do expect some of that heaviest traffic to happen this afternoon and then on Monday evening.
And remember that WashDOT has a real-time travel data that you can access before leaving for your trip.
You headed out of town this weekend?
Nope, next weekend, and I am so glad because I can miss all of that.
Planned that well.
Yeah,
exactly. All right, so much for ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Again, speaking of Labor Day weekend, we're going to check back in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth. He's going to break down your first alert forecast and what you can expect as we make our way into what is going to be, I think, a pretty toasty weekend.
Yeah, and I think it's Labor Day weekend.
I think it's Labor Day weekend. And sunrise, 6:14 this morning, just a little later than it was yesterday. 5:17 right now. We'll be right back.
The best bulls in the world have come to town, or bull riders. 8 seconds can make them a champion or nothing. It's bull time. It's bull time, Kennewick. Your tickets now at pbr.com/tickets or Ticketmaster.
Here in Grandview, we're happy to say that we found a home here for our pizza oven, and here we are making pizza for everybody. This restaurant really concentrates on pizza, some nice submarine-style sandwiches, and a full salad bar. And the high quality of the products that we use is, we're thinking it's going to set us apart. This is going to be a great place to bring the family, and here we are making pizza for everybody. Come on down to Grace Pizza. We look forward to seeing you here.
Does cooking feel like a kitchen battle? You need Granite Stone Armor Max, the revolutionary cookware set with 4 durable layers of ultra non-stick. So slick, virtually nothing sticks. No oil or butter needed. You can get the Granite Stone Armor Max set for just 4 easy payments of $39.99. We'll include this razor-sharp knife set and deep steam and fry pan set, yours absolutely free. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free. Order now.
Got a family reunion in the works? Make it unforgettable at Beaver Valley Lodge. With cozy rooms, beautiful mountain views, and plenty of space to gather, it's the perfect place to reconnect and make new memories. Book direct with us and get 10% off. That means more savings for barbecues, bonfires, and all those late-night laughs. So skip the middleman and book direct today, because great reunions start with the perfect place to stay. Beaver Valley Lodge. Come as a guest and leave as a friend.
Summer love for young and gold.
Paradise!
Bachelor in Paradise, new Mondays on ABC.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health's Dermatology Center in Benton City. Look and feel your best with cosmetic dermatology services.
Ever feel like something's
Missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
Going deep into the Blue Mountains on Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be a bright and sunny day out there with hazy sunshine on top of that, and we could have about a 10% chance of some showers or thunderstorms down in the Blue Mountains, but the rest of us are definitely going to stay dry. Okay, in terms of high temperatures, 70s and 80s up in the mountains and 90s for the valleys, for the basin, and for the foothills. Wind gusts could be a little bit breezy for portions of the southern blues and for the blue foothills. I think it's going to be pretty light for the rest of us. Then for tonight, mostly clear skies in terms of clouds, but still dealing with some haze up there from the smoke and, of course, the haze from those fires we talked about burning down in central Oregon. Overnight low is going to be down in the 50s and 60s across the map. And in terms of winds for tonight, it's looking like they'll be light across the map. All right, now on to Labor Day weekend. Lots of heat, lots of sunshine, lots of haze all throughout the weekend. In fact, for Labor Day and really for Sunday as well, could end up pretty close to 100 degrees in the Tri-Cities. So we often think of Labor Day as the last real hurrah when it comes to the summer season and summer going out with a bang. In fact, it's not going out at all. It's after Labor Day. We're still going to be around 100 in the Tri-Cities. This will keep us at about 10 to 15 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. That means vegetation dryness is going to go back up for next week. And if we get winds picking up, that means that fire danger would also go back up. And this does not help, okay? Yeah, we do have that little chance of a thunderstorm today in the southern blues, but after that, no rain in the forecast. So things are really going to be cooking outside in terms of our vegetation. It'll be very crispy out there. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. It will be hot, it will be dry, and it will be hazy. Now that's barring some magnificent containment efforts on some of those fires burning in Oregon, but I think for the foreseeable future, we can expect some haze up in the sky. And Yakima highs are going to be in the mid-90s through Sunday, and then for Monday through Thursday, pretty close to 100. And so that'll, again, place us at about 10 to 15 degrees hotter than normal. In Ellensburg, low to mid-90s through Monday, and then pretty close to 100 for Tuesday and Wednesday. In Hermiston, also just a hot and dry forecast. There's not much else to say about it. And then for Walla Walla, dealing with the same thing. Our best days of hitting 100 going to be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
100?
It's Labor Day.
Yeah, you're right. You know, last hurrah of summer. So hopefully it's the last weather hurrah summer-wise.
I hope so.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're ready for your pumpkin spice?
Yeah. My fallelujah. My crisp weather.
As we start getting into this, second, third week of September, I hope the triple digits are in the rearview mirror at that point.
Bye.
Yeah.
We'll see. You never know. September is beautiful around here, so you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
All right, so much right ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Some big changes for Saturday Night Live. Some familiar faces won't be back for season 51. We're going to have the details coming up in your entertainment headlines right after the break. It's 5:23.
Enjoy summer's final moments. Let us take care of that flooring project you never got to. At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Richland or Walla Walla Floor & Home.
Oh, just sweated through my third set of scrubs. Totally normal. It's very healthy. I'm sure it's not a sign of emotional unraveling.
Not at all. It is a sign you need new Secret Clinical Antiperspirant with 3 times sweat protection.
But what if I have sensitive skin?
Secret is made with luxury skincare ingredients, like a unique hyaluronic acid complex, and actively strengthens your skin barrier with every use. For antiperspirant, that's also anti-irritation.
Thanks. Got a bunch. You must sweat a lot.
But you never know. Secret, stay fresher under pressure.
And Consumer Reports.
We're testers.
This organization accepts no advertising or sponsorship.
Since 1936.
Testing dishwashers, TVs, cars, vacuums.
We buy directly from stores, just like you.
making sure products are safe.
And that they last.
Because we're advocates.
Engineers and scientists. We're testers. We're Consumer Reports.
Join us.
Since 1983, Nissan has been assembling award-winning vehicles for you, right here in America. And we're committed to keeping our lineup affordable and free from new tariffs. That's why we've lowered MSRP on our best-selling Rogue and Pathfinder. So you can get the car you want, at the price you want, knowing Nissan is here for you at the Nissan Summer Sales Event.
Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue or Pathfinder.
Buy more, save more during the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 amazing days to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. And with the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed, it's the perfect time to refresh your living room, dining room, bedroom, or fall into a new mattress. Check out Doorbusters while they last and save up to 50%. Plus 60 months no interest financing. But hurry, the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
Enjoy summer's final moments. Let us take care of that flooring project you never got to. At Florin Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Richland or Walla Walla Florin Home.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment headlines, there are some major cast changes for Saturday Night Live's 51st season.
Yeah, Heidi Gardner and Michael Longfellow will be leaving the sketch comedy show. Gardner appearing on 8 seasons of SNL, Longfellow on 3.
Just yesterday, we also reported Devin Walker and Emil Wacom would not be returning as well.
Announcements on who will be joining the cast are expected to be announced soon.
All right. And there is about to be another show about the Karen Reed murder trial. Reportedly, it's in the works, and Deadline is reporting that actress Elizabeth Banks has signed on to play Reed in an upcoming limited series.
The project is being developed by Prime Video and Warner Brothers TV.
Earlier this summer, Reed was acquitted of murdering her police officer boyfriend in a retrial of the case.
And Americans have nearly 1 billion reasons to buy a Powerball ticket this week. The lottery game's jackpot now sits at $950 million after once again, no one correctly matched all 6 numbers on Wednesday night.
This now makes it the 6th largest prize amount in Powerball history, and the jackpot has been rolling over since the last winner on May 31st.
If someone wins Saturday night's drawing, that player can choose to get 29 yearly payments or a lump sum of around $429 million, but Uncle Sam's got to have his cut as well.
Well, of course.
What would you guys do? Would you choose the lump sum or would you get it yearly?
You know, we've had this discussion, like we're going to win it, or, you know, like.
You never know.
You have all the plans. I don't know.
Yeah, because like if you pass away, then it doesn't go to anybody.
Right. So I think a lump sum.
Yeah.
And then just invest properly.
And then just blow it all.
I think lump sum is the right answer.
Yeah. Well, now you know what will happen when we win. We're all just going to take the money and run.
us, but yeah.
There will be signs. All right, 5:28 still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up in our next half hour, Pasco City leaders are considering a new $20 fee on vehicle tabs, and it's all to help fund road projects. We're going to let you know what this means for drivers.
Plus, students, families, and teachers in North Franklin came together for a back-to-school celebration, complete with food, games, and prizes. We'll take you there, but first, we're going to check out your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, a new milestone for SpaceX. A Falcon 9 booster helped bring a satellite payload into orbit Thursday before landing back down on Earth. The flight marked the 30th time that rocket had been used, setting a new benchmark for reusable rockets. Taco Bell is reevaluating its use of artificial intelligence in drive-thrus after customers complained about wrong orders. A Taco Bell executive acknowledged the voice AI taking orders sometimes lets him down too. The company says humans will pitch in as they look to improve the system. And finally, Fubo TV is offering a new package for football fans, just in time for the NFL season. The Fubo Sports Bundle includes all of ESPN Live channels and the Fox Sports channels, in addition to your local stations. It costs $56 per month. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Rhiannon Alley. Have a great day.
This is a story about the one who can fix nearly anything and turns to Grainger, who has almost everything. He troubleshoots issues, maintains the facility, and keeps it all on track. Few may see him put the work in, but when they see the results, they know he's the one who keeps the doors open. The high-quality industrial products you need, plus a million more. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Kellogg's cereal. Grain, sugar, salt, malt. That's it. Plus vitamins and minerals. Oh, and ice cold milk.
Mopping is hard work. Then I tried the Swiffer Power Mop. It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact. Plus, its 360-degree swivel head cleans up along baseboards and even behind the toilet. Bye-bye, bucket, with the Swiffer Power Mop.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good Friday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
You know what's funnier than 24?
25.
$25 in the jackpot. Is that what we're at?
Yes.
You made it.
Oh, this week has been more like the 3-degree, maybe.
So, been like the 10-degree guarantee.
Yeah, I missed it by quite a lot. A couple days this week. But hey, 92.
Well, they
went
are.
with the forecast high 92 and a verified right at 92. So that's a good palate cleanser for the end of the week. So the jackpot now up to $25 for today. Going with the forecast high 96 in Pasco Tri-Cities. So if it verifies between 93 to 99, jackpot's going to go up to $50. If that doesn't happen, the jackpot could be yours. Find out how to win the jackpot by going to AppleValleyNewsNow.com, clicking on the contest page, or you can scan the QR code that was just on your screen. Okay, the bottom line for the forecast, it's going to be toasty for today. Like you saw, highs around 95. The same thing for Saturday, up around 100 for Sunday, Labor Day, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And it looks like we're going to have some haze in the forecast for the foreseeable future. Right now, you're taking a live look at Pasco. This view coming courtesy of the Dust Devils. Can't really make heads or tails of much out there for this morning, but you can tell a lot more with this map as we're in the 50s and 60s across the region. It would be light jacket stuff for this morning. Here's your hourly forecast for today for the Tri-Cities. Lots of hazy sunshine all throughout the day. And like you just saw, those high temperatures going to end up around 95 degrees. This is going to be about 5 to 10 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. So I'll take you on that zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast, and also a little preview for if you're going to head to the Palouse, see the Cougars kick off the season for tomorrow. So that is going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Go Cougs.
Thank you, Josh. Now we start this half hour of news with a crime alert out of Benton County.
Yeah, deputies have responded to reports of a mini bike driving on the roadways. This all happened yesterday afternoon, and we're told this bike wasn't registered, and it had an expired license plate that didn't actually even belong to the rider. That rider also had outstanding warrants.
The mini bike was impounded and the rider was taken to jail. Authorities warn that there has been a significant increase in unlawful vehicles on our roadways, and they will be strictly enforcing traffic laws to ensure safety.
Well, the city of Kennewick has some good news for people looking to cool off, especially as we head into a toasty weekend. The city splash pads were scheduled to remain open through Monday, but with the high temperatures forecasted, they say they'll keep them open until September 7th. Splash pads are open daily from 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m.
Now looking at Pasco's roadways, where the city is weighing in on a new way to pay for transportation projects. It could mean an extra fee on your car tabs. Apple Valley News Now's Austin Reed has what drivers need to know.
With declining sales tax revenue and property tax revenue, we need to find other ways to generate funds.
Pasco city leaders, including Councilman Leo Perales, are now considering the creation of what's called a transportation benefit district. Under state law, that would give the city authority to charge a $20 fee on annual vehicle tab renewals.
The city of Pasco was actually kind of late to the game here in the Tri-Cities. City of Richland did this back in 2008. That's what funded the Dupertel Bridge. City of Kennewick just did this the last year with a sales tax increase.
The city says money from the fee would help cover a budget shortfall for road and transportation projects.
And a lot of times we have to use utility taxes or seek grant funding. So really, this is just a way for us to be competitive with those federal and state grants.
It would be separate from other fees like transportation impact fees paid by developers or the Broadmoor Tax Increment Financing Program, which uses property tax growth to fund infrastructure.
Based on that number, we can generate over $1 million a year in revenue for projects. So that means putting in pedestrian walkways, bike paths, redoing intersections. That's what we want to do.
For now, no decision has been made. Before any fee can take effect, the council must first create the district, hold a public hearing, and then vote on whether to impose the $20 charge.
If we don't do this right now, the cost can be even more.
Thank you, Austin, for that report. Now, the discussion is in its early stages as public input will play a key role in what happens next. If Pasco moves forward with the district, it could be in place sometime next year.
5:35, and students are back in the class in North Franklin School District. And what better way to kick off the school year than with a barbecue? The district held its annual Eagles Nest Barbecue just last night. Students, families, educators all coming together to eat, play games. There was raffle prizes. The event also served as a fundraiser hosted by Eagles Nest, the district's booster club. Those funds will help pay for sports.
I came to this when I was a kid, and it's our main fundraiser, and I really appreciate what the Eagles Nest does for my kids and my family, and so it was beautiful weather and good food and good company and a good event.
Last night's event was at Connell High, and there was about 150 people there.
Making a difference this morning, history is being marked over in Prosser as they become the first city to receive a Dream Court in the state of Washington. This Dream Court was in partnership with the Boys and Girls Club and the Nancy Lieberman Charities. Lieberman has built more than 100 Dream Courts in communities across America, and Lieberman is a two-time Olympian in the Basketball Hall of Fame, and she became only the second female assistant coach for an NBA team and currently coaches in the Big Three. Lieberman says bringing this court to Prosser is much more than just a basketball court.
This court just changes people's lives because it brings kids together who look different, who think different, who talk different. It teaches them, how to collaborate. It teaches, look, I'm a critical thinker. And I loved Old Dominion University, when we won 2 championships. But I'm a critical thinker because of being on an athletic, ball field, a basketball court.
She also says by being in a team sport like basketball, it helps set children up with lifelong skills like teamwork, responsibilities, and accountability.
5:37, and talking more local sports now, the Tri-City Americans hit the ice for the start of training camp, giving fans a first look at this year's team.
The camp runs through Saturday at Toyota Arena in Kennewick with practices, scrimmages, and the annual Blue versus White Bundlet Cup game. It's all free and open to the public. New Americans head coach Jody Hull says it's an important chance to get to know some of the new players and how they play while building chemistry before the season starts.
We got some really good results, and after our first ice session was good. Guys are a little tense and excited at the same time, but I think once they get back on the ice again, this first group, they'll settle right down.
The Americans kick off preseason play this Sunday for their rookies-only game against Wenatchee before hosting their annual preseason tournament, which is September 12th through the 14th.
And the team's home opener for the regular season is set for later next month.
All the sports starting to happen again.
Sports.
Yeah, I love it.
You're excited.
I am very excited.
I'm excited too. You're getting me hyped.
Oh, good. Look at you.
I know.
Turn into Sporty Spice.
Do you like that?
Love
My
it.
football
Just
throw. Thank you.
Such a good quarterback. 5:38. So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. After 30 years away, a Labor Day tradition returns to the Tri-Cities. Coming up after the break, we will take you trackside for the big race and the family stories driving the competition.
But first, our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert will have your first alert weather forecast. Keep it here. We'll be right back in just a few minutes.
Live with Kelly and Mark today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This morning, get out the sunscreen because your mornings just got hotter.
What's a girl to do?
We are live in Miami.
Lara and Sam are hitting South Beach for the GMA Miami Takeover.
I want to show you the new Miami.
This morning, keep calm and party on Miami style on Good Morning America.
David, did you remember to get me an anniversary present?
Anniversary?
Of course, it's Mattress Depot USA's anniversary, and we're having a gigantic sale.
Take advantage of our best prices of the year.
And interest-free financing.
David, you do know anniversaries only come once a year, right?
Yes, and if you miss ours, you'll be sorry.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Right now, US Cellular makes it easy to switch and get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in.
No trade-in? But we're willing to trade in our teeth.
Nope, you don't have to trade your teeth in or an old phone.
I like that.
Yeah, your parents get an amazing deal.
I almost lost this one.
Yeah, you get to leave your tooth under your pillow.
For me, it's Tooth Fairy time.
Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
Apple Valley News Now is Yakima.
Apple Valley News Now is Cleella.
Apple Valley News Now is Tri-Cities.
Apple Valley News Now is Prosser.
Our broadcast center may be in Kennewick, but Apple Valley News Now is everywhere.
From the Blues in the east to the Cascades in the west, one television station is everywhere you want us to be, leading the way with local news you trust. We're Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Always on your side.
And Doug.
Okay, here's what you want to do. Save hundreds when Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
Are you a caddy?
No, I'm a Doug, and that's a Limu.
Okay, I'm gonna putt now.
Okay, I'm gonna watch you putt.
Oh!
Nice birdie.
Yes, he is a very nice bird.
Oh no, Limu! The cards!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community. From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
I'm Morgan. I have 3 kids. I have an IQ of 160. This is where he attacked her, and I work with the cops.
You're waiting on me to leave so you can poke around without a warrant, aren't you?
Yeah.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on a zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. We start off in Kittitas County, where we're going to end up around 80 for Snoqualmie Pass, closer to 90 in the Kittitas Valley, a little bit closer to 95 in Vantage, which is more of a basin climate. And then in the Yakima Valley, mid-90s up and down the valley. And we'll have hazy sunshine across the map for today. Then in the Lower Columbia Basin, also mid-90s, 96 for the Tri-Cities, 97 up towards the Hanford site. For the foothills, we're going to be in the low 90s for the Morrow County foothills, mid 90s for the foothills of Umatilla and Walla Walla counties, and we'll be in the 80s and 90s for the highest terrain of the Blue Mountains. About a 10% chance of some showers and thunderstorms today in the southern Blues, so we'll watch that very closely, but the rest of us going to stay dry. All right, we've alluded to it a couple times on the show this morning, but it is about to be football season once again. So the Cougs, they kick it off tomorrow night at 7 p.m. against the Vandals of Idaho. So this will be, of course, at Martin Stadium kickoff. Going to be hot out there, mid-80s, hazy sunshine, halftime down to 80, and then by the fourth quarter, only going to be in the mid-70s. So this is going to be a T-shirt kind of game. So go Cougs.
Go Cougs.
Yes.
Yeah, that was great.
Thank you.
You said it. And you're sporting some Coug colors today.
I am.
It is
all
College
kinda
Colors
are.
Day.
What?
Yeah, it's College Colors
we
Day.
should have done that.
I did.
Well, we do right every Friday.
I did. I did.
All right, taking a look at some community events now to help you celebrate this Labor Day weekend. If you're looking for something action-packed, this next event might be more your speed.
Yeah, after 3 decades, Labor Day car races return to West Richland with the Labor Day Spectacular at the Tri-City Raceway.
Yeah, Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable learned about the family history found within the Tri-Ovial.
Spending the past 30 years at Hermiston Raceway, the Labor Day Spectacular returns to its original home in West Richland.
One cool thing about the Labor Day Spectacular, it was a race that my grandfather started over 30 years ago, and it was a tradition here at Tri-City Raceway. So it's been 30 years since the Labor Day Spectacular has ran here at Tri-City Raceway, and of course we are doing it under the lights. There's nothing better than that.
Toller isn't the only one with a family history at this track. Driver Trace Thompson is a third-generational racer. His grandfather, uncle, and father all drove at this track. Tri-City Raceway is even the place where his parents met.
My dad and uncle both raced out there the entire time, and then until it closed down. Now that it's reopened, my dad doesn't race anymore, but my uncle does, and him and I race sometimes out there together, which is pretty cool to be able to race with him. Especially at the track that they were born and raised at racing.
The track was closed down for 17 years until it was reopened in 2021. Thompson used to drive by the closed down raceway a couple of times a day. Now he drives on the track instead of driving past it.
Now we've been able to race on it ever since. It's just really cool to be able to drive on it after watching weeds growing through it. Weeds growing through it all the time. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
6 to 8 lap trophy dashes will begin the rubber burning on the track, followed by 4 different divisions competing in main event races. Thompson and the rest of the pro late model drivers compete in the final race of Saturday night. In West Richland, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Jake. And gates open at 4 p.m. on Saturday, and the races begin at 6 p.m.
And there are a variety of ticket packages available online and also at the gate. It's going to be a hot weekend on the track and in those stands.
Vroom,
Water,
vroom.
sunscreen.
Skirt, skirt.
Vroom, vroom. There you
and
go.
Skirt, skirt.
Okay.
Let's start on over to the break.
I think you need to be a race car driver.
I think so too. I love a good adrenaline rush. I like anything like whoosh, like that.
We need to get you on the track.
Okay.
And just whoosh,
let's do
it. Okay. So Troy Head here on Good Morning Northwest. Your morning sprint. Everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning. And
it is beautiful out there.
Well, hello.
Showing off for us.
It's good to see it, isn't it? Okay, look at that sunrise coming. 5:46. And a beautiful start to our Labor Day weekend. What else is in store, though? Just how hot will it get? Well, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth is going to break down your full First Alert forecast after the break.
Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Smart Law will be hosting a Hanford Workers' Compensation educational dinner at their Kennewick office Thursday, September 18th at 6 p.m. To register, call 509-735-5555. Dinner provided. Smart Law, smart choice.
Tired of struggling with impossible messes in your tub and shower? Some cleaning sprays can be ineffective. Switch to Mr. Clean Foaming Bath Magic Eraser. Simply add water to effortlessly cut through 100% of soap, scum, and grime. And use Mr. Clean Extra Durable throughout your home, in the kitchen for burnt-on food, and on walls to remove scuffs and marks. It even erases 3 times more permanent marker per swipe. Switch to Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Brand power helping you buy better.
Form or function? Should we push the timeline?
Will it hold?
Should we outsource?
What do you think?
Do you engineer it to work? Or design it to move? Give them what they want.
It needs to be taller, faster,
even cheaper.
Or take things to new places. You've got to build the right team. No, that's the one. Revise it, redo it, develop it. Keep pushing until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Stone Temple Pilots, The Return.
The legacy continues. Saturday, August 30th at Legends Casino Hotel. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Stone Temple Pilots at Legends Casino Hotel.
Stacy Lee. First Alert Weather. Watch tonight. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be a bright and sunny day. It's going to be hazy sunshine out there, and also we'll have a little chance of some thunderstorms in the Blue Mountains, about a 10% chance that would be during the afternoon. The rest of us should stay dry. And it is going to be toasty out there, 70s and 80s up in the mountains. We're going to be in the low to mid 90s for the valleys, mid 90s for the basin, and low to mid 90s in the foothills as well. Wind gusts mostly light out there, but it could be a little bit breezy in the Blue Foothills and in the Blue Mountains. Then for tonight, mostly clear skies in terms of the clouds, but still could have some haze out there from those fires that are burning down in Central Oregon. And overnight lows are going to span from cool to comfortable. We'll have 50s and 60s up in the mountains, 50s and 60s also for the valleys, for the basin, and for the foothills. And wind gusts going to be light across the map for tonight. Okay, over the next few days, we still have the Walla Walla Fair and Frontier Days going on. It is going to get a little bit hotter from day to day to day over the final 3 days of the fair. Lots of sunshine. So again, sort of the recurring theme for if you're going to be outside this weekend is going to be water and sunscreen. Then for Labor Day proper, see, it's going to be pretty toasty out there once again, 70s and 80s for mountain ranges. We're going to be pretty close to 100 for some portions of our lower elevations, 98 in Yakima, 99 in the Tri-Cities, 98 in Walla Walla. So you get the gist. And these high temperatures already for today, almost about 10 degrees hotter than normal. But by the time we get to the peak of this, which is likely going to be Tuesday and Wednesday, about 10 to 15 degrees hotter than normal. So a very abnormally hot stretch to end the month of August and begin the month of September. And unfortunately, to add insult to injury, we're not going to add any rain chances into the mix over the next 7 days. So vegetation dryness going to go up for next week, and fire danger in all likelihood will go up for next week as well, especially if we get some days with some rather gusty winds. Here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Mid 90s for today and tomorrow, then it's all upper 90s, teeter-tottering on 99 and 100 for Sunday through Thursday. Then in Yakima, hot and dry forecast and getting hazy out there as well, barring some magnificent containment efforts on some of the fires burning in Oregon. Then in Ellensburg, also a hot and dry forecast around 100 next week. In Hermiston, going to do the same thing. Our best days of hitting 100 going to be Monday through Thursday. And then in Walla Walla, kind of the same cycle. Going to be hot, going to be dry, going to be hazy.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 5:52. It's time for your morning sprint in our 5 o'clock hour.
And we start with the top 5 local things that you need to know this morning, starting in Benton County, where deputies say a driver lost control near 27th and Oak in East Kennewick late last night. Take a look. This is photos from the scene where they say the driver took out about 25 feet of fencing. Luckily, no injuries, but the driver was arrested for DUI.
Sunnyside Council member Teresa Hancock is speaking out, and this comes after a judge lifted a temporary restraining order that was filed against her earlier this year. Hancock says she's relieved to move forward after Wednesday's court ruling.
And the beer industry leaders and Congressman Dan Newhouse all met in Yakima to discuss the future of hops farming. From drought and labor shortages to new tax credits, growers say challenges remain, but the industry continues to thrive as one of the Valley's top economic drivers.
And as we head into Labor Day weekend, WSP troopers are stepping up patrols across the area. Troopers say speed, distraction, and impaired driving makes this weekend one of the most dangerous, so be extra careful on the roadways. Also, airport officials are reminding travelers to arrive 90 minutes earlier for your flight.
And after 30 years, the Labor Day Spectacular is back in West Richland at the Tri-City Raceway. Racing Under the Lights kicks off Saturday evening. Gates open at 4. Races start at 6.
In your national headlines this morning, Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook is taking legal action in an attempt to save her job. Her lawsuit follows this week's announcement from President Trump in a social media post that he was firing Cook. Trump accused her of mortgage fraud, which he says gives him sufficient cause to remove her from her position on the central bank board.
5:54 in your business headlines this morning. A legendary newspaper will stop the presses. Just yesterday, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution announced it will go digital only starting January 1st. Officials at the AJC say this is a cost-saving move that will free up funds for its reporting. The 157-year-old newspaper says its online readership already outpaces its print circulation, and that trend is expected to continue.
Now to your health headlines this morning. Check your refrigerator because there is another shrimp recall. Aquastar has recalled more than 26,000 packages of its 6-ounce cocktail shrimp. The chilled product may contain cesium-137, which is a dangerous substance that emits radiation. According to the FDA, the affected shrimp was imported from Indonesia and sold at Walmart stores. The product was distributed to nearly 30 states between July 31st and August 16th. You can return the shrimp to the store for a full refund.
5:55, talking sports this morning. The Kansas City Chiefs are starting the upcoming season without Rashee Rice, wide receiver, suspended for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy. Rice will be able to suit up on October 13th after missing the team's first 6 games. 25-year-old receiver sentenced to 5 years probation, 30 days in jail after causing a non-fatal multi-vehicle crash last year in Dallas. Authorities say Rice lost control of his car after driving more than 119 miles per hour. He has since apologized and paid for all of the victims' out-of-pocket medical expenses.
Now taking a look at what's trending this morning, there's a nationwide effort in New Zealand to help a lonely garden snail find love.
Stop it, what?
Love Garden, Love Island?
Okay, so a woman found the snail named Ned.
Oh, what a cute name.
I don't know if she named Ned or if Ned told her that that's what his name was. But Ned was found while she was digging in her garden, and while she was doing that, she noticed something unusual. Ned's shell spirals left while almost all other snails have right spiraling shells.
Something I would have never noticed. Okay.
Or even known.
Yeah, good eye.
She's a snail expert, I'm assuming? Okay.
Okay.
Well, it turns out Ned has a rare genetic condition that affects only 1 in 40,000 snails. This means its reproductive organs don't line up with most others.
The snail is now being kept safe in a fish tank while a call has been put out across the country to find a compatible match. Oh, how do we find him a girl? He's unique. This can work for him, you know? In 2025, this would be great.
You know, at one point I thought, like, nothing surprises me anymore. And
then now I want to find him.
And then you get this, then you get Ned, the backward spiraled snail.
My friend has a lot of snails in front of her house, so I'm gonna go.
You are on the
hunt for
Ned's
I'm gonna go find one. Yeah. Ned needs a lover.
Ned needs a lover.
Or he's a very expensive piece of escargot in the future.
I'm leaving. That was Bye, Josh. You can't do that to Ned.
Can't do that.
He
to
hasn't even
Ned.
found love yet.
Ned
That was
is.
just what I'm just saying. If they
He
can't
is a
find
1 in 40,000.
There's love for everybody out there.
Kind of snail.
if they can't find a match for Ned, then
Well, is that what we're gonna do with you if we can't find a match for you? Just put you down?
I'm done.
It doesn't work that way.
right there, put some salt on me.
Himalayan salt.
Goodness. All right, so much more ahead here at 6. Coming up, folk, bluegrass, Americana, and more. More than 100 live performances. It's the Tumbleweed Music Festival, and it kicks off today. We're going to show you why it's become one of the most anticipated events for music.
Plus, Taco Bell is taking us back to the early 2000s, bringing back some fan favorites. Yo quiero Taco Bell. When you can get your hands on these Baja Blasts from the past, coming up, my favorite. And Josh, what are you tracking?
I'm gonna escargot to the bathroom and cry a little bit.
Well, so is Ned right now.
But we are tracking some heat and some dry conditions for your Labor Day weekend. So more on that on Good Morning Northwest at 6.